Welcome back to Border Adventures. I think the description of form on the screen says it all. After the delight of the thumping victory in the opening day of the season, we have been woefully inconsistent, and I think our pre-season predictions may well bear out to be true. I think it's going to be a season of desperately scrapping to try and get that last playoff position rather than finishing in mid-table. So since that glorious 6-0 opening day victory against Caen, which really was a delightful start to the campaign, we followed it up with a great win. Toulouse had just come down from Ligue 1. They took the lead against us twice, but we came back into the game with goals by Morgan Gilavogu, Nathan Campare and Lucas Husek, breaking what a 7-month barren run. But then we followed it up with a respectable 0-0 draw against Montpellier, but a disappointing 0-0 draw against Red Star. We bounced back against Ajaccio. We went a goal down. In fact, we were 2-0 down. We really had to make some changes. We roared back into it with 4 late goals through Gilavogu, Campare with a brace, and Sofiane Diop getting a 95th minute first goal for the club. But then what do? We follow it up by being thumped 4-1. Now, Master Splinter did not help us with a sending off just on the stroke of half-time, but then we were absolutely humbled with 4 Lorient goals in the second half, but we bounce back. We win the next game, 4-1 ourselves. Macon gets his first goal. Campare gets another. The Moose plays well and gets a goal. And then Joel Ribeiro as well. And then, just as we think maybe form has recovered, we're back and we lose 1-0 to Valenciennes. So form is erratic. The wins we've had have been big. The defeats we've had have been disappointing. And we've thrown in a couple of punchless 0-0 draws as well. So today we go into the fixture against Niort, a team who did beat us 4-0 last season. So we're a little bit wary of them with this team going out to face them. So we're playing Dujouet in goal, Dombia and Macon as the fullbacks, Husek and him as the centre-backs. We're bringing Splinter back. He's going to play as a central midfielder for us today. Ribeiro's going to play as the attacking midfielder, or the attacking playmaker, I should say, with Utkus just in front of him coming into the game. So we're moving Demoy from this more defensive place at the base of the midfield into a central midfield berth so that Utkus can play number 10 alongside Diop. Arenat, because Gilavogu has picked up an injury. Diop's going to be playing because Backpack's picked up an injury as well. And we're going with Campare over the Moose for the game today. The Moose, unfortunately, not had the strongest start to the season. He's got 2 goals, 5 starts, 8 appearances. I'm sure the Moose will come good again, as only that young rascal can. But Campare's in decentish form, so we're going to give him the nod whilst he's scoring because, well, heavens knows a 10-goalless game streak is only just around the corner with Campare. Let's go assertive. Let's show the world what we're capable of. And we are off and into today's game. Niort's going to be a tough fixture. Set piece early on for them. Don't score too early. Whoever our player is on the box there has got the lowest anticipation in the world. He's closing down now, though. Not very well. Their highlight continues. Well, they've spread it out wide. We're looking a little bit narrow at the back. No challenges whatsoever. Luckily, we've got a fairly safe keeper, but not a strong start. Okay, we've had a shot now, working our way back into it, but they are coming at us again. Notice that our play in the last few fixtures has been just a little bit placid, not working very hard. So we've been trying to punish them by doing lots of physical training. Not working. Theo Buckler Harem. Oh, that's a bad start. This is how inconsistent we are. I think the harsh reality of our life at Sporting Club Toulon is that the other teams are spending an awful lot more money than us assembling their squad. So we're signing the best that we can find in each position. But when we come up against good teams, Some days it's just not cutting it. We're going to put an early shout out. We've got to demand more than this. This is a little bit of a worrying game. We look toothless. We're lacking invention. We're missing our 2 first-choice wide players through injury, and the boys that have come in aren't creating a lot. Can we do something just before the half-time break? Here's the number 10 Utkus. Slings it over. Are we going to get counted on? No, there's Splinter. God, he just tidies up. God, he's like the cleaner back there. Just always tidying up all the loose ends. Dumbia, Diop, neither of them seem capable of getting a ball in. Finally it goes in. Aaron Nat can't win it. Macon hits the line. Oh, and Diop has come in at the far post. Oh, Macon with the assist. Sophie and Yup on the far post. It's another headed goal. Not sure the boys have got the memo. The Moose isn't playing today. You're allowed to score goals with your feet. But we'll take it as a route back into the game, because that has been a frustrating and... well, we've been passengers for most of that first half in truth, and we are going to tell the boys in no uncertain terms, that was pretty weak, boys. Do we need to make a change? Campare's now pulling a 6.5, Aaron Nat a 6.4. Oh, the Moose can play over on the right wing. Is there any value in getting the Moose on the right wing? What do you do out there? You're a wide target man. Oh, is this going to be the worst idea in the world? I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to make a half-time change. We're going to get the Moose on there as an attacking wide target man. What that role does, I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking we're just thumping long balls to the wing, hoping the Moose can do something. We got a corner. The Moose is on the pitch. Can he rein in? Husek can. 6'7". Oh, he's got his taste for goals back. The thirst is back for the Husek. And we have turned a 1-0 defeat into a 2-1 lead. And we have not looked good at all. Okay, keeping an eye on Campare. That young man's not playing well. Utkus, pretty disappointing in the midfield. In fact, it's time for change number 2. We're going to bring Luche on. We're going to swap Utkus out. Get Ribeiro as the number 10. And see if Ribeiro can give us a little bit more invention than Utkus could. Need a little bit more. I think we need to get creative. That didn't go down very well. Maybe because we're leading. Moose has come on and done precious little. In fact, Campare 6.5. Let's swap you with the Moose. We'll put the Moose as the attacking target man. And let's bring on... he's not quite suited to it. Can Macon play out there? He can't either. But I think we might just do that little swap around. And rather than a wide target man, let's just get you as a conventional winger. And let's see if we can hang on and see out the game. And this would, well, this would continue our inconsistent season. Oh, Ribeiro should have tucked that one again. Tucked that one away. But this is our season. We lose a game, we win a game. But do we go on a run? No, we don't. Another corner. Diop's going to sling it in. Can we make this one a little bit more convincing? Don't think we've played well. Husek rises again. Okay, looking dangerous from set plays. We've been working pretty hard on those in training. Oh, no, don't do this to us. Procol Harum slings it in. Oh, we got away with one there. 10 shots on target they've had. I think that's the value of having a slightly better goalkeeper. I think, God, this is just the full-time highlight, I think, isn't it? Surely they don't have enough time. Surely they don't have enough time. What have they got? 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Come on, boys, we need to win this back. Do not concede a 94th minute equaliser. Luche, oh, had 2 goes at fouling him there and missed them both. There's Demoy. And the Moose. Into the corner, Moose. There we go. Come on. Just take it in the corner. Take it in. Splinter. Calm as you like. The master. There we go. We've gone over the time. We've sealed a victory. We were poor in that game. And we have sealed a victory. Shall we? Go on. Let's keep the morale up and tell them that was really special. Personally, I'm not sure it was, and so there we go. We've played 9 games of Ligue 2, and we're in our standard position. We're 5th, clinging on to that last playoff place. Look at some of the teams ahead of us, by the way. Auxerre, Montpellier, Lens, all French royalty. We know that we've got Toulouse just behind us. They're spending £12 million a year on their squad. I think it's going to be a battle. Let's see if we've got any slightly easier fixtures coming up. Orléans, Nancy, Laval, Auxerre. The answer is no. They're all going to be tough games. We're going to play a few of them, and then we will be back and we will see where we are in the table as we continue yet more of our border adventures.